Elara loved stories. She loved to read them. She loved to tell them. Elara lived in a small village. The village was called Whispering Woods.
I know many stories. Stories about fairies and elves. Stories about dragons and giants.
Elara loved to share her stories with everyone. Every evening, children gathered around Elara. They would wait eagerly for her to begin. Elara would open her book and her eyes would sparkle. The stories would come alive.
We can't wait for Elara's stories. They make the evening so magical.
Whispering Woods was a magical place. The trees whispered secrets to the wind. The flowers shimmered with rainbow colors. A small, sparkling stream flowed through the village.
Our village is truly enchanting. The stories Elara tells fill our hearts with joy.
Beside the village lay a forest. It was a magical forest. The trees sparkled with fairy lights. The animals talked. The forest held many secrets. Elara loved to walk in the forest.
Every step in the forest feels like a new adventure. It's a place where stories come to life.
One evening, Elara was walking in the forest. The sun was setting. The sky was a blaze of colors. Elara came to a clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a small pond.
Hello, my name is Lyra.
Hello, I am Elara.
I know who you are. You are the storyteller. You bring joy to everyone with your tales.
Elara was surprised. She had never met a fairy before. She was happy that the fairy liked her stories.
Oh, thank you, Lyra. It means so much to me.
Elara blushed, feeling a warm glow of happiness.
I have a gift for you.
She held out a small silver pendant. It sparkled in the sunlight.
This pendant will make your stories come to life.
Elara holds the silver pendant in her palm. It is shaped like an open book with a tiny glowing gem at its center. The light from the gem illuminates Elara's awestruck face.
I can't believe it.
She carefully took the pendant from Lyra. It felt warm in her hand.
Thank you.
She was so happy,
Use it well.
Lyra said with a smile. She flapped her delicate wings and flew away. Elara watched her go. She touched the pendant and smiled. She couldn't wait to tell her next story. That evening, Elara gathered the children. She held up the pendant. It glowed with a soft light. Elara began her story.
Once upon a time, there was a brave knight. He had to rescue a princess from a dragon.
As she spoke, the pendant glowed brighter. The story began to come to life.
Look, it's the knight!
They could see the knight. They could see the dragon. It was like magic. The dragon roared. The knight fought bravely.
Go, knight, go!
The children cheered for the knight. They weren't just listening to a story, they were living it. From that day on, Elara's stories were truly magical. The pendant brought her tales to life. The children were mesmerized. They laughed when the stories were funny. They cried when the stories were sad. They cheered when good triumphed over evil.
Elara, your stories bring so much joy to the village.
Elara's stories filled the village with joy. They brought the villagers closer together. They taught the children valuable lessons. Whispering Woods became a happier place.
Seeing the joy in the children's eyes makes it all worth it.
Elara was happy too. She knew that her stories were making a difference. The magic of the pendant was real, but the real magic was in the stories themselves.